150 years after the nuclear catastrophe, nature has reclaimed most of the areas made by humans. Floods have turned the land into a marshy wasteland. High plateaus are the only place new settlements can survive. Those of us who have survived want to create our new home there. Countless dangers await us, but it's time to leave the shelter of our end zone. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm going to look over your shoulder while you help our settlers set up a new home. By the way, I'm Ella. At the moment, all of our settlers are in the Pathfinder. That's what we call our bus. We're using it to search for a place where we can create a settlement. You can use our Pathfinder to explore the wasteland. Send it off and try to find a site for another settlement.
Engine running. Let's go.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
New instructions? Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Got it. All clear. Let's go.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
On the road. Got it. Got it.
We need to find a location for the center of our settlement. Once chosen, the location cannot be changed. Place the settlement center near key resources. First off, we have to ensure survival. We need water so that we won't die of thirst. Build a jetty by a body of water and assign enough workers to secure our supply. The jetty pumps water as long as workers are assigned to it. Make sure there is always enough water available. If the supply runs low, as water alone is not enough to survive, we need to eat too. Build a foraging hut near trees and assign workers to it so that they can search for food. The foraging hut produces food as long as there are sufficient resources in its vicinity. If a region's resources are ever used up, you can relocate the work area of a foraging hut at any time. We need building materials to erect new buildings. The woodcutter's hut cuts down trees and produces wood out of them. If you run out of trees at some point, you can also relocate your work area. Awesome. Your woodcutter's hut is already producing. By the way, a production site can produce faster when it stands near a stockhouse. We don't have any stockhouses yet, but the town center has the same effect. Besides wood, the most important building material is scrap. Build a scrapyard which collects scrap. Well done. Now the settlement will be supplied with scrap. Until it runs out, that is. Don't forget that you can move. Our people are still sleeping beneath the stars. Let's build dwellings and create living space for more inhabitants. As long as they have enough living space, our settlers will reproduce and have children. Our settlement is thriving. Let's build a recycler to produce plastic. If the scrapyard is located nearby, the recycler will produce faster. Buildings that process resources work faster when they are located near their source. The recycler requires scrap, so it benefits from being placed near the scrapyard. The workshop not only needs scrap, but wood as well. It's best if both resources are produced nearby, but don't worry if you're not able to place it perfectly. The workshop will be able to do its work anyway. Very good. Now we have plastic and tools, things which are needed in some buildings for production. They are also important to be able to build more complex buildings in the first place. The settlement is growing, and soon there won't be enough food and water. Build a fishery to support the foraging hut. Though the fishery is more effective than the foraging hut, it constantly uses up tools. For this reason, the fishery produces faster when tools are produced near it. Now we also need cloth. Cloth is produced from fibers and they have to be grown first. To do this, build a plantation on fertile soil, as that's the only way to create fields. Well done. Up till now, we can only grow fibers, but if we find more types of seeds, then we can cultivate them on the plantation too. The fibers are crafted into cloth at a weaving mill. This requires water in addition to fibers, so make sure that sufficient supplies of water are always available. Great! If the water supply ever runs low, you can pause the work at the weaving mill, saving valuable drops. Always ensure that there is enough living space for the settlement to keep growing. We're going to need all the helping hands we can get. side for water, one for food, and one for all other materials. Each stock site increases the maximum number of resources that can be stockpiled in a settlement. If the stocks are full, vicinity to a stockhouse and easy access are important features for You connect via your road network, the more stable the production at your settlement is going to be. Thrives. It also uses will plant trees within its work area that can be used again by the woodcutting lodge. That way, we create a healthy loop.
The needles of the Geiger counters begin to swing hotter. A sharp increase in radiation is going to occur soon. We should start to get sufficient protective clothing ready.
Is made from wood. When wood gets scarce, assign more settlers to the woodcutter's hut. The tailor's shop can make protective masks out of coal and cloth. They ought to be sufficient for the time being. Our settlement already produces cloth, and we have just taken care of getting coal. If a settlement is contaminated and our settlers are unprotected, that can mean the end of the settlement. The higher the radiation level in a particular zone, the better we have to protect our settlers. Excessive radiation exposure will gradually kill off our settlers, whether from radiation, poor supplies, or simply old age. Sooner or later, we'll have to say...
Our fears have been confirmed. The radiation levels are rising sharply.
Is running out. If nothing changes, it'll be the end of us. We'll start distributing the protective clothing right away. Hopefully it's not too late already.
Thanks a lot. Now we have a place to mourn and commemorate those who came. I think we've put down roots here, and we should continue to expand our settlement. We're not able to simply mine clay yet. We lack the necessary expertise for that. For some advanced technologies like this, to be able to conduct research, but not every site can be take the
I'm at the wheel. Got it.
There's lots of scrap lying around here. We're sure to find things that are still useful here. On the road. I'll do it.
What's the plan?
There's lots of scrap lying around here. We're sure to find things that are still useful here. Let's do this. On the road. I'll handle it. I'll take this with me. This chest is locked tight. We won't be able to open it without some effort. Accomplished. On the road.
Extensively explored the knowledge points you've collected.
I'm at the wheel. New instructions? All clear. New instructions?